Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Kevin, and welcome to your daily Minecraft Skyblock stream. That's right, I'm first. That's right. No, plus it was set up 5 minutes before 7 p.m. What's it called? I set up the broadcast at 6:55, which means you had 5 minutes to go to my YouTube channel to type something. I am first. Oh, oh, holy moly. My is disconnected. Hey. Hi. Oh, wait, is that my intro? Is that truly my intro? I say hello, everybody. I'm your host, Gail. I don't know. Oh, it is. Damn, my intro is really short. Yeah, jump scare. Alright. Happens. Huh, my intro is so short. I guess that makes sense. Jump. Right, I was making thumbnails, don't mind me. I was taking some screenshots. Because I do think it looks better. And it's funny to look at my thumbnails because it's always different. I think I like it on 96. How big the letters are. I like 96. Makes it look, it allows it to stand out. What do I farm? Sugarcane, right? Yeah. Sugarcane. It's so annoying though that sugarcane is glitched. It would essentially mean that I have to log in. Huh. How would I do that? I guess it's not really possible to have it fully finish growing. Because it would grow until here and then stop. And then I would need to log in so that I can grow again. But it takes 18 hours. So I guess it's not really possible to have it maxed out. That is annoying, actually. You know what I mean? Because like it being maxed out would be like this when it grows to sugarcane. But that's not really possible. Because 18 hours takes too long. Right, yeah. It's just not possible. That's unfortunate. I'd say that is unfortunate. I just remember the diamonds. Oh, I'm falling. I'm falling. Potato. No, my diamond. My diamond. Sicko mode. Yeah, I don't really know how I'm going to set up like a collection system. It'll be the first time to do it. I think it'd just be like a wall. And then you throw items against the wall and it would fall into a line of hoppers. That would be the easiest thing to do. I guess so. I would allow for the easiest way to collect the sugarcane. Sometimes I think to myself, maybe I should stream a different game. Like at the same time, nah. You know what I mean? Like, nah. Huh. The potato soldier. This is so random. Like, what the heck do you mean? What do you mean? And also, when's the next MPL game? Although I'm not gonna restream it. Don't get your hopes up. Let's be real, I can't, because to be like an official restreamer, you need to have a huge following, which I simply do not have. And I don't know what happens if I were to restream it, but like as not an official restreamer, I'm not gonna risk it. Which well, there goes the idea of restreaming it. It is unfortunate, but I guess it makes sense. You're writing some very odd things that are quite confusing. I kind of want to restream it, I just can't, and that's unfortunate, but it's okay. I would not be able to commentate anyways. Like you would hear professional commentary in the background, and then you would hear my terrible commentary in the foreground. Which I guess would be kind of funny. While also being somewhat jarring. I am the potato soldier. That makes no sense. Why am I a potato slash a soldier? And that makes no sense, bruh. What the heck? What the heck? Huh? Huh? Very confusing stuff. Lately, I've actually been watching a lot of classic Tetris. Well, more specifically, the Classic Tetris World Championship. And low-key, it's really entertaining to watch. I'm not sure why I'm interested in CTWC again. I was interested in Classic Tetris, I think, during COVID, and then I lost interest. Now I'm like interested again. I don't plan on playing the classic Tetris game since it's too difficult for me, and I'm only used to the modern Tetris games where you can hold a piece and you have five. You can preview like 5 pieces, and you get some time before it actually solidifies in place. I'm the carrot soldier now. What? Because I have golden carrots in my inventory. What the heck? What the heck? I mean, alright. I guess. I guess that's okay with me. Oh no. Very confusing. It's alright. It's alright. Right, I still have a ton of dirt in my inventory, but I can't really use it. Indeed. I guess I'll just... I'm thinking, I don't think I'll have enough to buy another diamond generator, or will I? I guess we'll see, right? I guess we'll see. So yeah, I've been watching a ton of classic Tetris World Championship videos / live streams, which is very interesting. Although also kind of saddening at the same time, because essentially how players used to play is you hold down the button to move the piece, which was like, I guess, the easiest strategy. But also in that era, you had what's called hyper tapping, where you would literally tap to move the piece, which sounds easy, but you essentially had to tap at like 10 taps per second to make it worthwhile. It's like, obviously not everybody can do that, which was why it was so interesting to watch DAS versus hyper tapping, because like DAS is, you know, accessible to everyone. You know, everyone can do DAS. You can learn DAS, which is what it's called, like to hold down the button, but not everyone can hyper tap, because that's really, really fast. For me, I can only tap, for example, 6 times per second. Yeah, those players had to tap at 10 taps per second, which is actually crazy if you think about it, right? But like, it was so interesting because he only had a few hyper tappers. I want to say like, I don't know, two big notable hyper tappers, but a player. I mean, this is like old information. Hello, Angara. I'm just yapping about Tetris at this point. But you had a player figure out a new method of tapping, which is called rolling, where essentially instead of tapping the button, you tap the under part of the controller, the bottom part, which allows you to tap using like 2 fingers at the bottom and then using your finger at the top. I mean, I could be getting this wrong. I haven't watched a tutorial, but this is what I believe is happening. And then you have one, like, let's say your thumb on a button, not not pressing down the button, but close to the button, so that once you tap the underneath part of the controller will go up onto your thumb, and that will register a press. Hello. Yeah, I know, right? Bro is alive. So that's but that like revolutionized it. So that's why everyone is a roller now. Everyone does the rolling play style, which is kind of saddening, because that means that dash is essentially out of the picture. Hyper tapping is also unnecessary now, and just everyone plays rolling, the rolling play style. It's a natural evolution, don't get me wrong. Oh, I had dirt. Hold on, let me make it more obvious, because I did not know I had dirt, bruh. What the heck? What the heck? I did not know I had the dirt. So let me put it in an item frame. Yep, right there. There we go. Oh, I missed. There we go. But I mean, I don't. I have so many chests, so it's hard to keep track of everything that I have. Not quite. You're sorting your DVDs and Blu-rays into your DVD cabinet. GG's. GG's. That's pretty fair. That is pretty fair. I mean, yeah, that was kind of obvious. The person is a Marvel fan. Is it not? I mean, it's obvious to me. But yeah. And I use me. I have no interest. No interest. I don't wanna. Type of deal. I'm like thinking, because I am, I guess, somewhat obsessed now with Beyblades as well. If they were to release a Beyblade movie, would I watch it? I feel like it depends on the plot. You know what I'm saying? If the plot is good, then I might. If they ever make a Beyblade movie, I might watch it. Who knows? Oh, do you actually have figurines of Marvel? Wait, has Marvel even do those even exist? Like figurines, I'm not talking about pop figurines, because you know pop figurines exist of everything. But like figurines, you know what I'm saying? Not pop figurines. I don't really get the hype for pop figurines, to be honest. Like, why do people like pop figurines? I feel like they're so bland and boring. Oh, see, I have an actual like figurine. That's cool. That's cool. I still don't understand why people are interested in pop figurines. They all just look the same to me, in all honesty. And I see them like on the shelves, and I just think to myself, like, who's gonna buy those? Like, what's the point? You know? What's the point? They all look so similar. I mean, they're not the exact same. Don't get me wrong. I also understand that much. You know, they're not the exact same, but they're all similar. At least to my shallow understanding, they're all very similar. It's just like, for example, the skin color could change, or like what they're wearing, their hair and whatnot. But other than that, aren't they like kind of all the same? You know, a person who's the biggest fan of Marvel, and his whole house is decorated with the Marvel stuff. And there's a room where it has rare collectibles and even pop figurines. Pop figures. I feel like that's such a, how should I put it? Such a shock No, I don't know how to describe it. Like, you have rare Marvel stuff and then bang, pop figurines. Bro needs help, not necessarily. I mean, if that's what they're interested in, like, who am I to say that no, you're not allowed to enjoy those things? Like, it's their money, their life. If that's how much they enjoy a certain media, who am I to judge them, you know? Like, allow them to live the life they want to live. If that's how they want to live, then I see no problem with that. He spends so much money on it. I mean, yeah, I can. I understand that pop figurines are not cheap, even though they're so bland in my opinion. They're not that cheap. And rare stuff, that's definitely going to be expensive. Oh, he also spends a lot on conventions. I suppose that also makes sense if you're that much into the media. Oh, deleted comment. You're so lucky. I definitely I didn't go through with the idea of adding the live stream to my adding the live stream chat to my live stream, because then you can't actually delete. The only thing you buy from Marvel are the Blu-rays or the DVDs. Although sometimes you also go to the cinemas to watch it in the cinemas. Fair enough. Yeah. Cinemas are somewhat entertaining and can be quite useful for the fact that they have like ginormous speakers, which can definitely enhance the experience. There was an area in the convention dedicated to Marvel, and you spotted that person in the Marvel section. I mean, that's not too surprising. That's not that surprising. I mean, I would do the same if there was a certain area in the convention and that area was dedicated to what I personally am a fan of, then I suppose that's not too surprising to find me there. For example, I don't know. Imagine you run a convention and you want to dedicate an area to one thing that I like. What would it be? I have no idea what it would be like. He even went on speed dates. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Would it be Beyblade? I don't know. Maybe. I mean, let's be real, I'm not gonna go to a convention anytime soon. I do not have the money for such luxuries. Would it be Beyblade? Oh, there was a con specifically for speed dating? Oh, that's interesting. You're not a fan of conventions? Well, what do you mean, no fan? What? What? I have no idea. Definitely not Pokemon. Even though I was somewhat interested in the Pokemon, I kind of lost interest in Pokemon as a franchise as a whole. Yeah, maybe Beyblade, I guess. Oh, you're not a fan of speed dates. Oh, fair enough. The price of parrots has skyrocketed. Speed dating is trash. I mean, I guess so. I've never really been on a speed date before, so I can't really formulate an opinion on it since I've never experienced it. I don't know, I mean, perhaps speed dates could be useful, but not for partnerships, or like not for a romantic partnership, but just for like potential friendships. Perhaps in that context, speed dates could be interesting. You haven't been on one either, but you've heard bad things. Huh. bad things you say. That's most unfortunate. That is most unfortunate. Not for friends. I know speed dates are meant for romantic partnerships, but I feel like I feel like it's not worth it for romantic partnerships, but I believe it could be somewhat beneficial for potential friendships. Right? As in, imagine I say something I like and you like the same thing, then I feel like, good potential for a friendship to bloom. Whilst that is not enough time for a romantic interest, let's be really. It's definitely not enough time for a romantic relationship. I believe for a potential platonic friendship, I see no problem in it. It's just unfortunate that I feel like most people going into such events would probably or have the intent of finding a romantic relationship, but it could be somewhat beneficial given the right context. Also, that's the wrong form of Dan. It should be with an E and not with an A. You write it with an A if you try to compare it, but it should be Dan with an E and not with an A. Oof. Hold on, I need to reply. And then refresh the stream. Actually, let me first set my phone to do not disturb and then I will refresh the stream, except that it doesn't. Bro, YouTube is certainly an app. It's certainly an app, that's for sure. That is for sure. Even friends. That's it. Oh, okay, that's definitely a sentence. So essentially what you're saying is you do not care for speed dates, not even for speed dates where you're looking for platonic friendships. Fair? That was a bit of a rough sentence. But yeah, that's pretty fair. I mean, I'm not saying that that's the way to go or anything. I'm not saying this is the ultimate way, the ultimate life hack, the unpatched, real life, infinite friendship glitch or anything. I'm just saying, definitely downsides to speed dates, and perhaps this could be an option to alleviate some of the downsides. Huh? You've no problem? I'm very chill. There are pros and cons for sure, yeah. Oh, that was so random. What do you mean? Huh? You have no problem with me? I'm very chill. What are you saying? Like, you're saying that you would go on a speed date with me? You say that as if I'd ever go to a speed date. Huh? No? I don't know what you mean then. Because I was still on the whole topic of the speed. Oh, you meant like about the friendship with Angara. I know you can't reply. That's only on Twitch. My bad. Man, I should be added to YouTube. Shaking my head. Ginormous company. How can you not think of such basic features? Yeah. Angara is indeed male. And I know you're not the biggest fan of guys. So I'm guessing that's a no-go. For you. Yeah. E. I'm still thinking if which area would I be interested in for conventions? Yeah, I guess all I can think of is Beyblade, but then again, like, what could they possibly do? You can't sell fake Beyblades. I guess you could sell accessories like attachments for your Beyblade launcher, perhaps a stadium to have some battles, I guess. I don't know. Conventions. I've also heard bad things of conventions though. As long as he hasn't done anything acceptable, they're fine in your eyes. Type of deal. A friendship is acceptable. A friendship may be permittable as long as you haven't done anything unacceptable. I guess I'll give you the permission, the privilege of being friends with me. You have to be a lot more specific than that. Then you remember that one person I told about, like I told to you about. Like you're gonna have to be a lot more specific than that. Oh, okay. I think I know who you're talking about. Go on. Da, da, da. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Even almost hit his friend. Why would you do that? Collateral damage? Well, yeah, because now you're actually describing features or important aspects to this mystery man that it's no longer a mystery to me. But go on, I guess. You didn't have to go that far. You could have just said the first line. Just the person that my bestie likes, who I do not feel enough fond light. Something along those lines, and I would immediately understand. All of that is just extra fluff. There's no real point in deleting the message. I already kind of read it out loud. Yeah, go on. I really understand. You do not have to add extra fluff. Fluff as in unnecessary details. Go on. What about the person? What, are they a fan of Marvel or something? Oh, he is. I mean, it's not like a unique trait or anything. Marvel is quite big for a reason and also mainstream, so that's not too surprising. He cosplays the characters as well. Interesting. I don't think I'll ever cosplay anything because it costs money, and it's not like I can constantly cosplay the one character, so it'd essentially be a waste to throw it away. I could, I guess. I just don't really see the point. Again, I'm not actually interested in going to a convention. Like, I could live my life without ever going to a convention and I would not regret anything, in all honesty. See no real purpose in it. I mean, after all, I'm still an introvert. It may not sound like I'm an introvert, but I'm still an introvert. So, you know, a giant room with people, with a ton of people, does sound kind of like a nightmare to me. What if there's a convention, but with Beyblades? I probably still won't go. Because, you know, I don't actually have the money to buy legit Beyblades. So no thanks. Plus, knowing me, it would probably be boring. I would just buy. Well, I already have Wand Wizard. I would just buy Buster Dran for the 160 Ratchet, and then Hammer Incendio for the Hexa bit, to then create the most dominant combo in Beyblade X, which is Wand Wizard 160 Hexa. For the other base, I suppose that would be more difficult to source competitive pots, because I have no idea where you would get 170 and low rush. Well, low, I should have low. No, I have low flat. Even if you give me money to buy stuff, I still wouldn't go. Why would that persuade me to go? I don't exactly see how that would persuade me to go to a convention. You're acting as if I'm a kid. Well, it is true, I don't have money, so I don't have the finances to really splurge on anything. I still wouldn't be interested, huh? Like, it's somewhat interesting, I suppose, to go there, but let's be honest, after an hour, I would forget most things that I've done at a convention. You can't force me. Let's be fair. And I mean, it's essentially be like this. You go to a convention and I just tag along. Even though I don't really have it. Like, I will not go alone, as I have no interest, but I suppose I could tag along. Yeah. So yeah. At the same time, I suppose if there was a area in the convention dedicated to Beyblade, I wouldn't have to run Wand Wizard, and I would probably just use Fox Brush. What would I use on a Fox Brush? Probably 160, because it's just that good. Or maybe 960. I heard 960 is also really strong. Maybe like a Fox Brush 960. What could be good on Fox Brush? You want to go to a convention in Austria? I mean, I guess that's not necessarily that unrealistic of a goal. I mean, I don't really have any objections. I don't have any objections to that topic, so I'm sure, I guess. Like, I'm not looking forward to it, but at the same time, I guess I'm not really dreading it either. It's like, it's alright. Like, sure. You know what I'm saying? I guess you could say I don't really have any emotions concerning that matter. Yeah. I'm still thinking that I really should have tried to do an unlisted stream or like a private stream. No, I guess unlisted would be better. No, that's also not really necessary. I could have just done a private stream. Or try to stream. I guess. What is it? What is the game called again? Hypershaw, or perhaps look for a better game than Hypershaw to stream. The thing about Hypershaw, I don't like two of the four game modes. The free for all game modes, I am not a fan of, which is the gun game where every kill grants you a different gun, and free for all. I'm just not a fan of those game modes. So that would be a boring stream because I'd essentially play for 2 rounds and then stop, spectate someone, and then play for 2 rounds and then stop, spectate someone, and then play for 2 rounds, which would get boring real fast. Thing is, I don't really want to play a horror game, not solo. You know, if that makes sense. Because solo is just too scary. And I'm just not that chill. Even though there was like once, like people would say that I'm the chill one in the group. Like imagine we'd spawn in a horror movie, I would be the chill one. I am not the chill one. You are here, I know, but it's just not the same. You know, it's just not the same experience. Because I would not be able to hear you. And whatnot. Yes, I would be that dumb friend who dies very early on whilst screaming as loud as I can. That would be me, I guess. Yeah. Well, I don't even play horror games. I'm thinking about the games I do play, and look, I haven't even played a game today. Oh no, I have. Wait, what game did I play? Oh right, it was like a racing game, which is somewhat interesting, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. And I also want to stream MLBB since it's MLBB. It's alright. I just don't wanna, you know, dox myself essentially. Because I wouldn't be able to request a hero since it would actually just flat out say my city. Well, it's not actually my city, but it's a city near where I live, which is definitely a choice. It's gone somewhat better as in the bronze. What is it if you... No, for MRO, if you... Right, I guess I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure if you win like an MRO, it won't like say the city in which city you played for, which is already a good start. The next step would be to actually not have it automatically equipped, which is still insanity. Because I never equip the titles, but I always see them, which is like super annoying. Like not once have I equipped the title. Only sometimes when it's like a regional win in MRO, then I could like, you know, equip it since it's just a region, which is fine, I guess. But when it comes to titles, I don't equip them. And I'm paranoid that other people can see them. Because I can see my own titles, which is like super odd. Yeah. Just really cringe overall. Huh. So yeah, that's why MLBB is still a no-go. I mean, I guess I could always just like, what is it, say my win rate, I guess, and yeah, do it that way, but I would just prefer it if they didn't freaking dogs me? Like, hello? It's not a small company. Right, it's not a small company. Like, come on now. Use your brains and add such an like just add that feature, man. It's really not that complicated. It's not that deep. You know what I'm saying? It's just not that deep. I don't know how other players do it. Like perhaps if I don't know, is there a way to disable neighborhood titles? Because honestly, if I could disable neighborhood titles, I wouldn't really mind disabling it. If that makes sense. I don't really care for titles for the moment, because... Well, one, I don't only spam one hero. Even in jungling. If we need a tank, I'll play Fred, and if we need damage, I'll go Roger, for example. So I don't really spam only one hero. So I'll never truly get that high up in the ranking list. I don't really care too much for titles. Because you know... It's not like I'll get top 1 in Belgium, so it doesn't really matter all that much. Like, the titles don't really matter to me. Oh, I'm at 2 stacks of golden carrots. That's interesting. I mean, I know I can use golden carrots for the optimizer. That's definitely something that I can do. Just the optimizer. Which would use up a lot of golden carrots actually. But at the same time, is it really that useful? I'm not sure. Maybe. Though what would be more interesting would be like a tree optimizer. But I don't have the saplings required for that. Perhaps what's best is to farm trees. To get the saplings. I guess that's the best thing to do. That way I can do a tree optimizer. Perhaps I should do that for the ores as well. But I only have 1 diamond ore. Is it really that worth it? I don't think so. Not to mention that now I will not be close to buying a diamond generator. I was only close before because I had such a huge backup of carrots, but now my backup isn't that big. It's not really that necessary, so I can't really buy a diamond generator. What could I do now? I am not sure, honestly. Honestly, I could not tell you. I mean, there are definitely still more side quests that I need to complete. Like, what's an example for a side quest? If this is, what is prime mining? Craft a set of diamond tools. That's gonna take a while, that's for sure. What about sculpture? Craft stone bricks, chiseled stone bricks, and cracked stone bricks. Can I do that? Or I guess I would need stone, so I can craft stone bricks. Claim the quest? Not yet. I want to claim it all at once, so why would I claim it now? That doesn't make sense. No, these would all be cobblestone, so I guess I could turn it to stone. Let me take all of this Plus, if I wait to claim them, then we can see how many quests there are in the game. It's triggering for you. That doesn't even make sense. Number go up. Number go up. This is quite the predicament of too much iron. Right. Number go up. No. I want to claim it all at once. Plus, it's not going to be that helpful anyways. Let me go place those down and put this away. So, no. I just imagine like the one final stream where I go and claim every quest. Like I empty out my inventory, perhaps have a couple of double chests near me to dump stuff in, and I just craft, and then just claim all of the quests all at once. Wouldn't that be much better? I think that would be much more interesting than claiming them all now. And that would simply be too early. I'm like thinking, I suppose the best tool is definitely like a diamond pickaxe. So I could get obsidian. Then I would need 2 more diamonds on top of the initial 3, so 5 diamonds in total, and to craft an enchanting table, since that is kind of interesting to have, because I don't really want to go to the Skyblock hub anywhere to enchant, because I'm thinking, because I select the pickaxe and it's efficiency level 4 and not 5, and I want to change that. You know what I mean? Oh, I still need to do a steep step stream, huh? Steep steps into simple steps. Bruh. But at the same time, I don't really want to not make progress, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to stream this daily to make daily progress. Not that it's that important. Because I'm not making huge progress. It's like baby steps as we wait for the cooldown or the time it takes for stuff to happen. Like the diamond ore taking, what was it? 18 hours? I don't know anymore. I know the sugarcane takes 18 hours. Dark oak takes 4 days, which is quite annoying. I don't know. Progress is progress. That is very correct. Which is why I want to continue to progress, even though progress is very slow. But that makes it tough, because like then I can't, you know, it's like hard to justify an entire stream on steep steps if I could just continue streaming this. You know what I'm saying? It's like hard to justify streaming a different game. I still wonder, aren't we kind of close to the end? If you think about it, since Dark Oak is the last sapling, like in the overworld, sugarcane is the last crop, and I think witches are the last entity. So isn't it almost over, Skyblock? Man, I still need to really catch up on downloading the live streams. 'Cause as you know, the live stream playlist for Minecraft Skyblock hasn't been updated for the simple reason that I haven't downloaded all of the streams yet. And I want to download the stream and then add it to the playlist because that will make it easier to track whether or not I have downloaded a specific stream. So yeah, that's why it's taking a while for me to add the live streams to the playlist. And there we go. Let's do another stack of cobblestone. Do I need another? Well, yeah. Right, because I can make the chiseled cobblestone. I'll just add another stack, why not? I think I'll need at least 2 stacks of stone. There we go. Alright. Let me actually enchant this pickaxe to efficiency 5. It will make a minor difference, but you know, a difference is a difference. An upgrade is an upgrade after all, even if it's minor. So efficiency 5. What is this sword? Sharpness 4. Oh, I'm not level 25. Never mind. I was gonna say I might as well, you know, enchant it to sharpness 5, but no can do. It is not possible. Alright, put this away. Let me actually. Right, I completely forgot about this one. Hold on. Let me do this one first and then go mine a bit of lapis for the quest. Yeah. And then I suppose it's for the better if I farm melons and then trees for saplings. Yeah, I guess that's the best course of action for now. Would be to, well, first, you know, from the carrots, and then the melons, and afterwards the trees. And then we'll see if we still have time left over. But I doubt it. It's almost been an hour, and I feel like this will take an hour in itself to finish farming everything. Would it? Nah, probably not. So I guess we'll still have some time over to I don't know what. I guess it will be struggle for me since I'll have to improvise. Right, so I tried looking up scenes, but I don't fully understand how scenes work in OBS. I believe how scenes work is that each scene has like a different set of sources, right? So you can like set up sources in a way that you could, for example, have a just chatting scene where you have the chat overlaid and other elements, and then you could press a different scene which hosts a different set of sources. At least that's what I think it is, but like will having multiple scenes slow down my PC or not? That's something I'm not fully positive on, in all honesty. Like, I'm not sure. So I'll just sell these. Like, why not, I guess. And at the same time, I could just add a source now of, like, I guess a be right back scene or source, like image, I guess. Something along those lines. Although, I won't really be using it. Right. I was thinking of this because of the potential to restream MPL, which is sadly not possible. I guess I could potentially contact Surge, but I don't know if they would let me, since I don't have a following. But at the same time, it's not like I'll be cannibalizing views since I don't stream MLBB. Yeah, I should be fine. Also, I just remembered now, but I kind of do need eggs. I don't know if you know this, but you know, sugar cane turns into sugar. And if you take wheat and a milk bucket and eggs, you can make a cake. And I know in the future, no risk, no fun. Fair enough. Right, so I can just like, yeah, just ask and also say that, you know, that since I don't actually stream MLBB content, I will not be cannibalizing any views. Yeah. And it's just something that I do want to do. So I do need 50 eggs. I don't know if I have enough eggs. Wait, isn't there like a quest? Let me see if there's a quest. Is there no quest? Or did I not get any feathers? I didn't get any feathers. Oh. Right. To kill an old chicken. Which is, you know what I'm saying? Like, these are older chickens. I guess I'll just take this out. And then, yeah, I'll just remove this piece as well. There we go. And then I'll just put it back. See, I gather feathers. I can also do this for a while. So that I can insta-pop the chickens. Pop. Oh, he had a lot more HP. So I can also do this for a while. Although I still need eggs. So definitely not ideal. So I guess I'll be waiting instead, perhaps? I don't know. Oh no, man. Like, I know I could make a contraption where I spawn a ton of baby chickens on top of a hopper, which is connected to a chest, and collect a ton of eggs that way. How many eggs do I have? Oh, I have not that many, actually. I was gonna say I have plenty, but it's not enough. It's definitely not enough. It's just, like, this is something that I do have to keep in mind, like the future quests. But that's okay. Perhaps later on. So I guess I will be unretiring these axes. I'll be taking it with me. But first, now that I'm already here, let's see if I have enough stone. How do I get the cracked, chiseled, whatever's... Right, I do need to make a stack of each, correct? Let's see. Let me check sculptor. I am so off, it's actually not even funny. 200! 200! Oh my days. Oh my goodness. Wait, is that literally 3 stacks of 64 and 8 pieces? Times 3 plus 8. Oh my days. I need 3 stacks and 8 pieces. Brother, what? Well, I guess 2 stacks isn't enough. I mean, I react like that, but if you think about it, I'd essentially need to sacrifice 6 stacks of cobblestone. So that was 3, and then 1 more stack. Like that. Huh? Like this, and then like that for 2 stacks, 3 stacks, and then 4, I think. Would it be 4? I don't... I need 4? Hold on. If I... Because the quest is for cracked, chiseled, smelt cracked stone bricks. So I could craft... Oh, but I would need stone bricks and chiseled stone bricks. I don't know. I'll already set off a stack, and then I can think about it some more. So right now I have 2 stacks. This has 1 more stack, so that means at least 3 more stacks. So I will craft all of the stone bricks and the chiseled stone bricks. And then I guess I can check. So I can craft stone bricks, and I can craft those same stone bricks into chiseled stone bricks. So I guess I would still need 3 more stacks of stone bricks, I guess. So that will be for the, let's say, the first part, roughly. How did this fail? Oh my god, it's Minecraft. Like so, that's 2, that is 3 stacks. That I will add. There we go. And then I will need 16 pieces. I'll just divide it like this. Yeah, I'll just do like that. And put away the gold. Yep, seems good to me. I'll start collecting the stone. There we go. This is already 3 stacks and 8 pieces for the first part, which will be stone bricks. Correct? Correct. So stone bricks. That did not work. Huh? You're telling me I'm gonna have to do this? Bruh, are we for real? Chiseled stone bricks. Bruh, are we actually for real? I'm gonna have to do this. Oh my god, that is so annoying. Featured server, by the way. This is a featured server by Minecraft. Oh my days. Sorry that I can't. You're just gonna have to hit this for a while. That's... Bye bye. And this is already getting on my nerves as well. So let me remove 8 pieces. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter since I will be, what's it called? Crafting all of this into chiseled stone bricks. But as indeed a stack in 8 pieces, and now I need to craft chiseled stone bricks. What if I... Apparently I can smelt it, right? What if I throw it into the furnace? That work? Because I need to make cracked stone bricks. Like, if I take a cracked stone brick, can I then turn it into chisel? Probably not. You know, probably not. But one can hope. One can hope. Did I really collect these? I should have. I'm not sure if I did though. So if I take cracked stone bricks and I put it in here, I cannot. So I can't do anything with this block. Alrighty then. Let's put it in this chest because there's nothing I can do with it. That's interesting. So I'll have to mine some more cobblestone. Yeah, I feel like doing this quest will definitely take a while. Let me max out my iron ingots and then take a second stack. I will max out the cobblestone and take a second stack. Let me actually put this one back still. Perhaps I should remove these items first. So let me go do that. So remove those, and I guess I'll put it in here. And remind me when I'm completing the quest to take it out of the chest, because let's be real here, I'm definitely not going to remember. So remind me. Because I wonder how much EXP you have. 75. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, do remind me on time, because I'm definitely not going to remember. And also, just in case, I'm going to not refresh the stream, because that doesn't work. That's great, you know, that's great. It's good that it doesn't work. Wow. And then set it to all messages. Let me pause my stream as well. Pause. There we go. Right, I'm like thinking of the Beyblades, and I'm thinking of the fact that I watched, was it in Japan you have the gachapon, the gachas, which is very popular in Japan, and apparently for 300 yen you can buy mini Beyblades. And Loki, that sounds so interesting. It's 300 yen, so that's €1.82, which is not super duper cheap, but at the same time it's not that expensive. Like Loki, I would probably spend like close to €10, which I don't think it's possible to spend such a clean number, like €10, but I would probably spend like €10 just buying a ton of Beyblades, hoping to get them all. Although at the same time, would I really use it? Probably not. So at the same time, it's kind of a waste of money if you think about it. So let's be real, I'm not gonna use mini Beyblades to play with. So like in that aspect, it's kind of a waste of money. Perhaps I would buy one if I get the chance. I'd probably buy one piece. But then again, I know myself, and I know I would want to collect more pieces, which is that human urge to collect things. That human urge, I can't escape it. I can't escape it. But it's interesting that we're at a point where iron is actually cheaper now than cobblestone. I'm like looking at the amount of Skyblock coins I have. Would it really be impossible to buy a diamond generator today? Because that would be like huge progress if you could somehow manage to buy a diamond generator every day. Like that would be so huge, honestly. I don't think so. Or at least I highly doubt it. Because I'm thinking, so what do I need for cookies? Since I need 1,000,000, right? So that should be divided by 8. I'm not actually going to do the mathematics. I'm just like laying out the game plan, I suppose. Right? Because you craft 8 biscuits per batch of ingredients. So that would be 1,000,000 divided by 8. And that's how many cocoa beans you would need, for example. And then do the same thing before wheat, except at the end you multiply it by 2. Because you need 2 wheat per biscuit, like per batch of biscuits. I guess that would give a good indicator of how many, of like how much of each ingredient I would need to craft 1,000,000 biscuits. I don't even know how I would do it. Like, what would I do with 1,000,000 biscuits? Like, I could sell it, I guess, but at the same time, it's for a quest, so perhaps I should store it somewhere. So I'm like just thinking about it now, but my island is kind of boring if you think about it. Should I? But I don't. I'm not a good builder. But perhaps I should try and build something, right? But the problem is what? You know what I'm saying? Like what? What could I possibly build? I have no idea. Honestly, I have no idea. Right, so the plan of this series was to download each live stream and to slowly start editing. So that by the time I finish Skyblock, most of the videos would already be fully edited. Not uploaded, but like fully edited. But Loki, I haven't even started on the first live stream. And I'm already dreading it, because I really, I really did not enjoy editing. Ay ay ay. It's like the least fun part in my opinion. I'm definitely not cut out to be an influencer. Could you imagine being an influencer influencing people? Oh, heck nah, bruh. Heck nah. Can I just do this? Well, actually, I don't even watch my own content, but at least if I do need background content, at least it exists, which is my content, to just have it active in the background as I do other more important things. Huh. But it would be so odd though. Because I'd have to spend like a ton of time editing. While most of my videos take a couple of hours of editing at most. This is probably going to take, I would say multiple weeks, honestly. I feel like this would take multiple weeks of editing. Proper editing. Although at the same time, a ton of content can be cut out. I want to say like, of the recent streams, you could probably like comfortably cut out 1 hour and not miss anything, since the first hour is just me farming, starting off with the carrot farm. Well, no, I started off with the sugarcane farm, then the carrot. No, I did the sugarcane farm, mined the diamond ores for the other generators, then carrots. I guess I would have to keep in the stone bricks. And yeah, I could cut out this part. I wonder how much time I've spent actually. I don't know if I can check it safely. Should be able to. Let me see profiles. How much time have I spent? So apparently I've spent 48 hours playing Skyblock, which is That is that's kind of a lot if you think about it. Like that's almost that's close to half of 100 hours. You know, that's almost 50% of 100 hours. Like, well, actually, 50 hours in itself is just quite a ridiculous number if you think about it. So, I've almost spent 50 hours. No, I think I've already spent over 50 hours just on Skyblock alone, which is actually, man, that's a long time. 2 full days. Huh. 50 hours, man. Like, that's a lot. If you think about it. Huh. Because, like, recently I don't even spend that much time gaming. I want to say this is the most amount of time I spend gaming. Not that I do anything productive. Let it be known. I don't do anything productive. I just watch YouTube videos in my bed. So it's not like I'm doing anything productive. But other than... Bruh? Man, hold on, let me fix that. Alright, so other than what I'm playing now, other than this, I guess I don't really play any other video games, which is interesting. I don't play MLBB because it uses up too much electricity. I don't really play Minecraft since I'm no longer that interested in playing Minecraft. I'm unsure as to why I've lost interest. I do my dailies in Beyblade X, which is on Roblox. So I guess you could say that I play Roblox daily. Because you know this, when I log in, I see Brush Fox. Oh, you better believe the stream for that day will not be Skyblock. That stream will be dedicated fully to Beyblade X, bro. I would spend the entire 2-hour stream on Beyblade X. The first part, pulling, because I have 2,000 medals. How many packs was that? Was that 35 packs? Yeah, I think 35 packs to hopefully pull most of the base, if not all of the parts, I hope. Well, knowing my luck, I probably won't be able to finish the set with only 35 packs. But I would spend the first part just opening as many packs as I can, and then just a ton of test battling. Although I'm not that good at the game. So I can't really, you know, make a like this is the best combo for Brush Fox in Beyblade X battles. You know what I mean? I can't really do that since I'm not that good at the game. I don't know how or like what I could do for the remainder of the time. Although I could also just be a shorter stream. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm speaking as if it's confirmed or anything. Like, for all I know, it could never really... Like, it's possible that they just won't add the Beyblade. But, like, I highly doubt it. You know what I mean? Because they'll probably release every single Beyblade eventually. You know, at some point in time. Oh, my inventory is full. So... guess that it will happen eventually. I wonder what the other base will be like. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not delusional enough to think that Brush Fox will be the main Beyblade. You know, don't get me wrong, I'm not that delusional. You know, I might be a little delulu, but I'm not that delusional to think that it would be the main Bey. Because I guess that's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. So I'll just sell these. Sell the melon seeds. And then sell the melon slices. Good. Right, so don't get me wrong, I'm not that delusional. So, now that I think about what would be the main Beyblade? I feel like I could make an educated guess as to the other Beyblades inside of the Beyblade pack, because it would be essentially the other base of the members. So it would like the other members of Team Misleaders. I don't really know the base though. All I know is Brush Fox. You sure about that? What do you? Huh? I mean, it's unlikely for Brush Fox to be the main Beyblade. Um. Uh-huh. But yeah, I could make an educated guess that the other base would be the, the Beyblades of the other like teammates. So that would be Team Misleaders, perhaps. You would have a normal Fox Brush, which is in white. Brush Fox. Fox Brush is the Japanese name, but X Battles uses the English names for the base. So you would have a normal white Brush Fox and probably a yellow one, if I have to take a guess. And maybe in the future they'll release the black version of Brush Fox as a single booster, which is, I believe, 300 medals. Maybe it will be the main bay for a Beyblade pack. I mean, it's definitely possible. I'm not sure. It is definitely possible. I'm not saying that it's impossible or improbable or anything like that. Like, it's definitely, there's definitely a chance, but I just don't really see it happening. Like, the base not that popular, and the character using it is also not that popular. For some odd reason, I feel like the character would have been popular, but for some reason they just aren't that popular, so I don't think it would be on the main Beyblade, like the main prize bay, if that makes sense. So I highly doubt it, honestly. Honestly. I highly doubt it. But what about the other bays? Wait, how many bays are there per pack? I have no idea. Like, I could not tell you how many bays there are per pack. Maybe, per, like, you know what I mean? Like, per collection. That's it. Per collection. Probably 10. So let's say 3 for Brush Fox and the teammates. Perhaps a variation of Brush Fox, or 4. What could the other base be? Well, I don't think there are 6. Maybe 8? Well, I don't think there are 10, so maybe 8 base? What do you mean 3? No, I meant per collection. If that makes sense. You know what I mean? Per pack collection thingy. I think there are maybe 8. I want to say 8. That sounds like a lot. Maybe 6. I have no idea, honestly. I haven't really spent the time counting the amount of base per collection. But if it's 8, then I would say I could take an educated guess as to 4. Which would be, like I said, Brush Fox, perhaps yellow Brush Fox. It could also just be the black version of Brush Fox. And then the 2 teammates. And then whatever main bay. Right? But what could be the main Beyblade if it's not Brush Fox? I don't know. I have no idea. Although it could be Brush Fox, because I'm thinking about the fact, like, for example, Claw Leone had a whole pack collection thingy. So it's actually totally possible for Brush Fox to get a pack. Well, not all to itself, don't get me, but like a collection where that's the main, well, like the prize bay. So I guess that's pretty fair, actually. Pretty fair. The black Brush Fox looks cool. I know that's your favorite Beyblade. And then you also like Gale Wyvern, which also I don't know if you know this, but Gale Wyvern. Okay, I don't know about Gale Wyvern, but Hover Wyvern is already in X battles. So if you want to have Hover Wyvern, you can technically already start pulling for the Beyblade because it's already in the game. And I want to say that Gale Wyvern is also in the game, since I know you like Gale Wyvern. What was the other bait that you like? Shinobi Shadow? That one is... Oh, I don't know if that's already in the Roblox game. But, you know. No. You're not interested in Gale Wyvern? How come? Now you're all about Tyranno Beat. Yeah, I don't think it can jump in X battles. Is Tyranno Beat in the game? I'm not sure. The ninja one? What about the... Why would it not jump? I mean, I don't think they would take the time to program that in. So, I don't think it would be able to jump. I'm like thinking, cause I'm pretty sure that when I was streaming Beyblade X, at some point I talked about Q, the bit Q, which would stand for Quake. So it's possible that they have Tyranno be in X battles, but I'm not totally confident in my answer. Could be completely off base, don't get me wrong. But I doubt that it would jump. But I guess you could go for the Bay. I mean, why not go for all of them, you know what I mean? Go for Gale Wyvern, Shinobi Shadow, Tyranno B, you know? You don't have to restrict yourself to one Bay. Although I guess you could also say that you can only have 3 bays, and like let's say you have one slot for Brush Fox on the black version. If they, well, yeah, actually, if they release that, you know, it's not necessarily going to happen that they will release the black version. The normal standard version they will release, but you know, it's not set in stone that they will also release the other variants. So this is so random because I'm thinking of the Beyblade collabs, and I'm thinking of the fact that Angarod is a fan of Marvel, and I'm like thinking of the fact that there are Marvel Beyblades, which is kind of funny to think about. Marvel and Beyblades. You know what I mean? I wonder when Hello Kitty. Well, I wonder if it would happen for Hello Kitty to collab with Beyblade, because apparently they do have a collaborative Beyblade Burst Beyblade, which was the generation before X. So I've heard that there was a Beyblade Burst collab with Hello Kitty, but I wonder if they would collab again for X. But I'm not sure. There are like don't get your hopes up. There are 0 leaks. There are 0 leaks about this. Okay, so what I'm saying is pure speculation. But I wonder if it would happen. You would buy it if they were to collab with Hello Kitty. Fair enough. I know that you would. I know that you are a fan of Hello Kitty. Actually, I wonder, would they add... Oh, probably not. I was thinking, would they add collab Beyblades to X battles? But probably not, because then they would have to buy a license or something. So I doubt that they would add such a thing to X battles. So we collect the correct stone bricks. Oh, gimme. Alright. That will go in this one. There we go. And then 8 more pieces will go in here. There we go. And then I will grab these with the goal of crafting it into stone bricks and then chiseled stone bricks. So this is not enough. Do I need more? How come that's not enough? What do I think? Huh? What new mobs are you talking about? What do you mean, new mobs? Eh? There are new mobs in Minecraft? Question mark. Oh, that's why. Okay. That's 3 stacks and 8 pieces. Like, you mean the baby mobs? I have no opinion on them. Honestly, or huh? The mob they're gonna release soon. What mob? Oh, the slime one? No opinion. I'm probably not even going to interact with it like at all. Oh my god, okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Again, I can't emphasize this enough. This is a featured server. This is a featured server. Kind of stinky. So I'm gonna need 1 more stone brick. Actually, no I don't. No I don't. Wait, I don't even have to make it into stone bricks. I'm literally trolling. I could just immediately turn them to chiseled stone bricks. Bruh, I'm trolling. I'm literally trolling, bruh. Just gonna make sure that's exactly on chiseled. And that will be this quest, well, side quest finished. Finito. Done. Well, actually, do I need to go to... Well, no, I definitely have to. If... Rest in peace to my mouse. And then in here. For that one. Chain of survival. Do I need to make chainmail armor? But that's not possible. It's not possible to craft chainmail armor. That's weird. That's a weird quest. So let me turn all of this into iron ingots to essentially refill this. Oh, okay, that's actually not a ton. Alright. Chain of survival. What could that be? Where is it here? Craft a few sets of leather armor. And the reward is chainmail. I mean, I guess that's somewhat doable, but I would have to go back to slaying cows, because I definitely do not have enough to craft the leather armor. And chainmail armor is not as strong. So it's definitely not a priority by any stretch of the imagination. So how is that? 4, and this is 5. I could definitely swap out the stone pickaxe, honestly. I could totally see a world where I just retire the stone pickaxe, because I don't... then again, there hasn't really been a situation where I just like desperately needed that one item slot. Right, since I do have a ton of medals, do you want me to try and pull the Tyranno B in X battles? Question mark. and then see if it jumps, even though let's be totally honest, it's not going to be jumping. Because it's too much work for a single bay, if I have to take a guess. I don't know, I'm not a developer, you know, as you know, I have no knowledge when it comes to developing. It's fine. Because I think the Quake bit is in X battles, which would mean Tyranno B is also in X battles. But I know you only like the bay because it jumps around the stadium, or like at least it has the possibility of jumping around the stadium. Also, I'm thinking if the bay is not symmetrical, so asymmetrical, wouldn't that mean that it would have a higher chance of jumping? Like, couldn't you put, I guess, Quake on Brush Fox to make it jump a ton? Question mark? Because I feel like that's how it would work, right? Where if you were to put it on an asymmetrical bay like Brush Fox, which has 9 blades, with each blade being bigger than the previous one, so that's completely unbalanced. Not in a broken way, but like off balance. Since it's asymmetrical, wouldn't that lead to more jumping possibilities? Because I know I watched a video with you where they made a combo with the Quake bit, but that was more of a let's make a Beyblade combo that's actually good. Now, Brush Fox on Quake would not be good, don't get me wrong, but wouldn't that allow the bait to jump a ton more since it's off balance? I do wonder. I do wonder. You don't know? Yeah, I don't know either. I mean, I don't have the Quake bit, and I also don't have the funds to leisurely throw it on buying a bay that I simply have no interest in. So, yeah, I would not know, to be honest. I would not know. I mean, that's definitely something that is worth experimenting on. Is if you were to add the Quake bit to Brush Fox, would it jump a lot more, or would it simply fall over and stop? I have no idea. Or like, what about Buster Dran Buster? Since that one has, as you know, the single attack point, which means it's also not symmetrical. Well, it is symmetrical actually, but it's also off balance. But I know that you like Brush Fox. Oh, holy moly. So I guess what you could do is get a black Brush Fox and put the Quake bit on it. Then you have the Quake bit so that it has the possibility to jump, and it's a black Brush Fox, which is the Beyblade that you like. And then you can also like get Gale Wyvern. Well, Gale Wyvern is technically not considered a good bay, and Hover Wyvern is considered a good bay. So perhaps it's better to just buy Hover Wyvern and not Gale Wyvern. I fell. Bruh. Bruh, I fell. I've been more focused on Beyblade than Minecraft. Do I even have an I have a couple of stacks of cobblestone, I guess. Is the slime going to be soon? I don't think so. You say soon, but it's not soon. What do you mean? I'm just thinking of it now, but it's not soon, so I don't know what you're talking about. Uh, uh, um. Oh. Oh. There. There we go. Throw that there. So what is... Let me go here. Quests and... No, not quests, but... Buy items, crops / saplings. And then I scroll down to saplings. So, I guess the best one would be acacia saplings. Wait, but I also have bark and birch quest. So would that mean it's better to farm birch trees? Wait, don't I also have acacia grove? Man, there's so many side quests. Let me see. Yeah, I also have acacia grove. What I could do for now is to fully chop down this tree, since I don't want a floating tree. No sir, no sir. Throw it there. There we go. Oh, right, I fell. I fell again. What the heck? What the heck? Let me remove this tree. Then I will do birch trees. Yeah, sounds like a plan to me. Oh, I already have a huge head start when it comes to collecting acacia saplings, which is good. Very good. So, what about these? So these are 10,000. Okay. I mean, it's not that interesting, right? It's just this. Which makes me question, like, what's the point of having such a large number? It's not like it's engaging by any stretch of the imagination. But yeah, I guess I will be doing that. And indeed, it's almost 2. It has almost been 2 hours, as I predicted. That this is gonna take a while. So that means I don't have to improvise, which is good. But man, I really want to brush Fox to release. Because I want to pull the bait and use it in X battles. It's such a cool looking Beyblade. I'm kind of jealous that you have it in real life, because I also want to have it in real life. Well, I already have it in real life, but like, you have like a legit version, which is very cool. But it's fine. Send it to me someday. I know, but like a little jealous. I'm not saying send it right now, right now. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like, wow, I'm a little jealous of you, I guess. That's more like, that's pretty cool, you know? That's pretty cool. That is just pretty cool. I'm still wondering how would... Now I know how we would get a black brush fox. It just won't be cheap. Let it be known, it won't be cheap, because I guess the best way would be by using a proxy service. You didn't know that you had brush fox in Austria? I mean, yeah, you even had only 2 packs left. It was interesting. Again, why won't stores just buy more brush fox? Like, it seems to be selling like hot. No, I don't know actually what the correct phrase would be. But it's selling quite well, I believe. So just like buy more and then sell more because it looks cool. A cool looking bay. I wonder if we would collect Beyblades. Like for me, I don't really need slash have a want to collect Beyblades, but I don't know about you. Like, would you be interested in having a Beyblade collection? I'll take that as a yes. So, would you also collect the Marvel Beyblades? And like, what would we do? Like, would we just keep it in the box then? No. I mean, the thing about the collaborative Beyblades is that they're not unique. You know what I mean? They are not unique Beyblades. The collaboration base, because they're all inspired by a different Beyblade. Right, there's even an Evangelion collab, and I kind of want the Bey. Not legit, because that would be too expensive. But I definitely want a Beyblade from the collab. The Evangelion collab, because it's actually Fox Brush. It's the... I guess it's the brush blade. That sounds so cursed. But I guess the blade would be called brush. And it has that... yeah, it has that blade. So that's the thing about the collab base. They're not unique in that sense. Evangelion, it's an anime. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Probably not. But it's like an older anime. Some people seem to be hyped for it. I'm only interested in the collab because the blade is brush. It's definitely, that sounds so weird to say, the brush blade. But yeah, the blade would be called brush because the lock chip is called Fox. The Evangelion. The Beyblade X. It was announced on Beyblade Day. Which, low-key, I didn't even know that Beyblade Day was a thing. But apparently Beyblade Day is a thing. Or something. 3, 2, 1 Beyblade or something along those lines. And they announced Beyblade stuff. Things. Yup. So yeah, that's why it was announced for the Evangelion collab. If you want to look it up, I don't know if you could look it up with Ava. Because I feel like Evangelion fans would just shortcut their anime by calling it Ava. But I don't know if that's true or if I'm just me when I deliberately spread misinformation. Wow. But you'll probably find with collab base. I'm thinking, I wonder, would it ever be released here in Europe? Probably not. Right, since it's an anime. And it's also no longer popular. Hello! Well, that's... you chose a great time to join since I'm literally ending the stream in like 12 minutes. Hello. Right on time, huh? Interesting. Crazy. Yeah, we were just talking about Beyblades actually. Which I know I haven't talked about a lot, but I've gone into Beyblades recently. Well, not recently. My interest in Beyblades has been like that for a couple of months, I feel like. That'd be a crazy thing to say. You weren't planning to stay for a long time either way. I'm not here for a long time, I'm here for a good time. Wow. Fair enough. That's fair. You needed something brainless to watch. I mean, that's pretty fair. I'm like second monitor type content. I know you're joking, but like, let's be real here. I'm like, I'm second monitor content at best. You know what I mean? Like, it's like content that you just have open in the background. You don't know what the person is yapping about, but at least you have noise in the background while you're doing other things that are of higher importance. Oh. That was, I know like you're joking, but like, let's be real. It's not. It's not untrue. Like eating. Yeah, like eating, for example. Much more important. But at the same time, would you really eat and have my stream in the background? Like, for me at least, I focus more on what I'm watching than what I'm eating. So would I really be... I wouldn't really agree with that though. That's what you're doing right now. Fair enough. Honestly, I would not have my own stream open as I'm eating, because as I said, I'm more focused on the content that I'm consuming than on the food that I'm consuming. So I don't know about that one. But what if you're eating? But what if eating is an important activity and you need the noise? I mean, I know that eating is, you know, an important activity to stay alive, because I don't know if you know this, but you know, we kind of need to eat to survive, to live. So eating is an important activity. It's more like, you know what I'm saying? It's more that talking about like an activity. Oh man, I don't know how to defend myself. You're enjoying your tiramisu and you just need some noise, some background noise. Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, the noise right now is about Beyblades. Because it is something I've definitely like picked up, because Beyblade X is honestly really interesting. Bruh, I remember buying a Beyblade once, and my parents were confused as to why I was buying a Beyblade. Since they're like, why are you buying a Beyblade? You don't even go outside. And I'm like, bruh, that might be true, but like, what does that have to do with me buying a Beyblade? Like, come on now. By the time I would have something to watch, it's better than eating tiramisu. I could have consumed it already. That is totally valid. That is very, very valid, actually. Your parents never ever allowed you to have any Beyblades. Wait, why is that the case? This is the first time I've heard about this. To be fair, I've never asked, but why is that the case? That's very odd. I'm guessing they thought it was too dangerous. The only you had were from the carnival. Well, actually, I don't know if that's a correct translation, but you could win Beyblades there. That's news to me. Not that I go to that, I guess event. Huh. Interesting. It's still very odd. What a weird rule. No Beyblades allowed. They're too dangerous, bruh. Is that the reasoning? That they're too dangerous or destructive? Oh, maybe that is like too destructive, right? But at that point, just buy a stadium and you're set. Or Bakugan. Whilst Strawberry flexing over here. My parents, they always bought what I wanted, bruh. Okay, flexing. It was just too expensive. It's not that expensive. Like, I get it, but the same, like, why ban it? Like, if it was just if it was just expensive, you could just like buy a couple or something. but I don't think that's the main reason. I honestly think it's because Beyblades are too destructive. Maybe that's the true reasoning. The thing is, who buys it? Me? Me? Bro, Beyblade? Oh my days, I've fallen and I can't get up. Oh, as in like, if they want it, they should buy with their own money type of mentality. I guess. I guess that's pretty fair. I've fallen. I cannot get up, bro. I cannot get up. I guess that's fair. No. What are you saying, though? What do you mean, no? It's literally what you said, that if the child wants Beyblades, they must buy it themselves. They must buy it themselves. You would have to beg them. That's interesting. Like I honestly would not go that far for for Beyblades. And as fun as it is, I would not beg for it. Yeah, they have all the power. They had the money. They have slash had the money. Fair. Man, I want more money so I can spend it on Beyblades. Because Loki, it is fun. It is entertaining. I can't lie. Yeah, I mean, now you can buy it since you do have money. Money. Loki, if you were to buy Beyblades, I would would I go to you or you go to me? The thing is, you do have a dog, so I guess I won't go to you. And I would probably invite you to like, oh, you have Beyblades, it's time I duel you to a Beyblade battle. Wow. So you didn't beg. So you only had it because you won it at the thingy event. Carnival? I don't know what it would be called in English. I guess you don't really have an equal equivalent in English. But yeah, the thingy. You have Beyblades. I want to see the fair. Yeah, I guess that's true. I just haven't used that word in so long that I completely forgot about, yeah, the fair. That sounds rather strange to say at the fair. It's like, wow, fair enough. Badum ching. That is pretty valid. You only have the metal bits? What do you mean? What happened to the rest of the Beyblade, bruh? What happened to the rest of it? What? What happened to the rest, bro? What in the world could have happened that you only have the metal bit? You threw it away or something? Or it broke? Bruh. Why would you throw away a Beyblade? That is unfortunate. I still have older Beyblades that, although I don't use them, all I play with is the modern Beyblades. Wow. Although I can't lie, stadiums are expensive. That is one thing that I will say is expensive about Beyblades, and that is the stadium. Stadiums are quite expensive. Well, for example, what was it? Wand Wizard was 12 euros. Anyways, that was around the time of the. What the heck? Oh, okay. I'm like, what the heck is that? Oh, okay, I understand. Yeah. This stadium isn't that expensive. It is. If you think about it, a stadium kind of expensive. Or at least that's why I never had a Beyblade stadium, even though I had Beyblades, because it's like the stadiums are low-key expensive, bro. For just some plastic, kind of expensive, in my opinion. Kinda expensive. Man, fair enough. In that era, that's when you had a Beyblade, bruh. This is some new Rob lore, and I'm not sure if I can process this properly. What the heck? New Rob lore just dropped. Oh my gosh. New patch notes. That's when they were popular? Huh? I would say that it was popular before that time period. No? Question mark? Since the era you're talking about was the third, I want to say the third year onwards. But I want to say that they were popular before we got into the third year of elementary school. No, I know that we destroyed some buckets, which were meant for the... What is it? Meant for the lunch boxes, or whatever you wish to call them. Yeah, they banned it because we destroyed a couple of those buckets, since like the buckets are made of plastic and we're literally using spinning metal toys. I wonder what is stronger, metal or a plastic box? I wonder what is stronger, a plastic box or a spinning metal toy. So yeah, that's why they were banned. We just destroyed too many things. So yeah, happens. Although, let's be real here, the previous generations of Beyblade aren't that interesting to play. But look, I'm like out here advertising this shit for free. Come on now. Also, you don't have to censor yourself, because, you know. There's also like a big market for Pokemon cards. Well, all I know is Pokemon cards were banned because it's hard to prove who owns what. You know what I'm saying? Which happened to me. And then I understood why Pokemon cards were banned. Because apparently I traded Pokemon cards with someone, but then a different person argued that the Pokemon cards that I got wasn't from the person. So it's like the cards that I have are technically not mine by that definition, or something along those lines. And I'm like, okay, I completely understand why Pokemon cards are banned. I completely understand why this shit is banned, bruh. We want someone wanted to trade their legendary with an entire packet of 50. Huh? Confusion. 50. A legendary card for a packet of 50? Huh? Kinda confusing. Still think I like that thumbnail a bit, this area a bit more. You don't remember the specifics, it was rather stupid back then. Weird. Oh well, also let me check the time. It is 2:03. It is time. You see, I did not decide this. Actually, I totally did decide this. Your childhoods are different, totally different from yours. Fair enough. You remember people talking about being scammed and just having like 200 cards with rubber bands. Ooh, rubber bands. That's not good for the cards. That will like damage the cards. Anyways, with that being said, I was your I was your host, KY. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Don't forget to like, and if you're somehow new to me rambling about like Beyblade and my childhood, then don't forget to subscribe and to turn on the notifications so that you'll be notified of my next stream, which should be tomorrow unless I'm way too lazy. I am not on a tight schedule. I don't know. I'm used to streaming till like streaming for 2 hours, so and plus I don't really have much else to do on my stream, so I don't want to improvise. Don't make me improvise what to do on stream, bro. What the heck? I was your host, Kaywood, and I will see you when I see you. Goodbye.